Hey guys, this is Brandon Wingate for Cast Iron Core, and the topic of discussion today is habits. So, why do your habits matter? The reason you need to be paying attention to your habits, both good habits and bad habits, is what you are doing habitually. The things that you do day after day after day are ultimately going to be the things that are most profoundly shaping your life long term, both positively and negatively. So even if you do a very small good thing day after day after day for years, it can have a profound impact long term. Same thing with a bad habit. If you do something bad, even if it's small, over time it's really going to build up and cause a lot of damage. So, understanding the habits are important, habits are significant, but most importantly, you can harness the power of a habit to change the direction or the bearing of your life at will. I think it's a very valuable skill to understand how to build a habit effectively, because if you can master the art of habit building, if you're really, really good at building a habit, getting into the mindset to really stick with something, you can master any skill. You can really become profoundly talented. You can build talent in any area of your life, no matter what you want to do. Let's say you're the worst mathematician who's ever lived. If you will just work on it consistently enough, you could be fantastic at that. Even if you're very weak, very frail, right? If you learn the right skill sets and you're practicing them again and again and again, the habit is going to allow you to really change your direction and impact your life in a very profound way. So looking at habit building, right? Most people say, all right, it takes 21 days to build a habit. And I think based on the very conventional approach, yes, that is true. It takes a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, so 7 days times 3, 21, to build a habit. But whenever you consider that somebody is, with that model, doing something maybe 1 to, let's even say, 3 times a day, right? It's very common advice. Okay, do something when you wake up in the morning, do it midday, and then do it before you go to bed, right? So 3 times 21 days, because you're doing it 3 times a day, 21 days in a row to turn it into a habit, is 63 times that you're going to be doing that thing. So really, it's not necessarily a consistency approach, because the consistency approach does work, but some people unfortunately don't have the patience to actually do something for 21 days. So sometimes you need a more aggressive approach to building a habit, especially if it's incredibly important. Like if I know that something is going to be of great, profound benefit and I need to have it impacting my life immediately, I'll use a model more like what I'm going to describe right now. So instead of doing something 3 times a day for 21 days, you can compress the frequency. So you're doing it more times a day, meaning you need less total days. So let's look at that model. 63 times, right? Mindfully, purposefully doing something builds a habit, right? So 3 times a day for 21 days. So if we're looking at a model that requires us to stop everything that we're doing and pay attention to something, really, really focus on it, 63 consecutive times, right? Then what we need to be really paying attention to is how we can fit 63 of that into the smallest unit of time possible. So one method that I've utilized periodically is I'll just set a timer on my phone, a 1-hour timer, and every single hour on the hour I will do that thing. So let's say I'm up for 18 hours roughly. That means that I can get 18 of those practice sessions into one day. So you're going to cut the total time cost down by 6, or you're going to divide it by 6, because you have 18 sessions in one day rather than 3. So a frequency-based approach to your habit building is really a fantastic method to use, especially if something is very important. You want to build a habit very, very quickly. So just set a timer on your phone. And another important thing to realize is you can have a great, profound impact on your life just doing very simple things. Periodically, I've told people, all right, wake up in the morning and do 1 push-up, right? Just 1. Now, it sounds absurd, but see, 2 things happen. Number 1, people understand that habit building is about commitment, right? You have to be dedicated to doing something, and ultimately your success in life is going to come down to that. How committed are you? How unwilling are you to quit whenever it gets difficult, or whenever you're tired, or whenever you don't feel like doing it? So being unwilling to quit, being really dedicated to something is what's going to give you success in any area of your life. But if you are not dedicated enough to do one push-up, right, just one, let's say it takes 3/4 of a second, then you're never going to have any profound impact or any lasting impact on your life, because you're not willing to make any investment at all in improving your life if you're not willing to take the time to do one push-up. And it doesn't have to be a push-up, it could be one squat, one pull-up, a military press. You could read one motivational quote or do one math problem. The point is, if you aren't willing to stop and do something just one time on a daily basis, then the reason your life isn't the way that you want it to be isn't because you don't have time, or you don't have resources, or you don't have anything else. It's because you are choosing consciously not to put in any of the work. So if you're looking around, right, and you're not happy with your life for whatever reason, maybe you aren't in the job that you would like, maybe you're not in the physical condition that you would like, you need to really ask yourself, if you keep doing the same things you've been doing, are you going to keep getting the same results? Yes, you will. But more importantly, if you start doing different things, will you get different results? Yes, you will. And you have to start on a small level, right? So just pick one thing that you know is going to be positive and have a great impact on your life, and just do it, right? You can use the method, let's say 30 days, right? You just do it one time a day for 30 days. Or if you feel like it's really important, you want to see some profound change happening very quickly, use a more advanced method like setting a hourly timer on your phone and just do that thing on the hour, every hour for a couple of days, and just start injecting positive habits into your life, and it's really going to have a profound impact. So this is Brandon Wingate on habit building. Go out there, inject some good habits into your life, and get rid of all the crap. See you next time on the next video for Cast Iron Core.